D&D White Dragon lore in less than 3 minutes. White dragons, or ice dragons, are sadly regarded as the smallest and least intelligent of the true dragons. However, primal mentality makes up for their fierceness and entirely unpredictable nature. Their scales are made up of pearlescent colors shifting between whites, pinks, and blues. And white dragons are known to be able to live for 2,100 years. Their heads are tipped with dactyl crests and beaks. Their innate magical blood forces the environment around them to plummet in temperature. And once in ancient status, they are capable of producing a non-stop blizzard when in rest. With their signature frost breath attack, they refuse to eat anything that isn't frozen solid. White dragons are also able to use the wind in their lair as a form of pseudo-echolocation. Serrated claws and multi-membrane eyes are perfect for traversing their environment. They can sprint just as fast up walls and ceilings as they do on ground. White dragons need the solitude and environment of snow-capped mountains and cold glacier caverns. The only treasure they keep is anything that reminds them of their own beauty, favoring diamonds, ivory, sapphires, or anything blue, pink, white, or transparent. They also tend to entomb their hoard in ice, making it enchanting and yet a stressful endeavor to loot. Ice dragons have a perfect memory and can recall each piece of treasure and its story. However, they are only capable of thinking in the present, only able to recall what they are observing in the moment. Most are unable to comprehend abstracts or thinking of what is to come, making them perfect to hold a grudge, but unable to plan vengeance until they meet you face to face. And ironically, they are resilient to psychic damage. With the sole exception of mating, ice dragons refuse the company of any other beings, preferring solitude. They tend to lash out and attack other beings with the exception of very few other white dragons, and will never, ever issue a challenge to a silver dragon. White dragons will mate solely for the purpose of pleasure of it and never to procreate. Children just happen to be a byproduct, and they simply could not care less if they survived. Ice dragons will hibernate for as long as they are active one-to-one. Purely out of instinct and not out of self-preservation, the ice dragon will consume every bit of food from their habitat, then hibernate the equivalent amount of time they were active, so that the land may repopulate or replenish.